you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. The Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first crack at it here. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but
there he goes.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Lagway. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Rushes on him. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's in open space downfield. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Utah!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the West Virginia Mountaineers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dude.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll try to take it back.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
And the Utes are in the hurry-up. Catch, and they will score. Touchdown, Utes!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. shoots it to the left. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Let's take a second here and think about West Virginia. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate.
Breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. First and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Smells it. Touchdown, Mountaineers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Gonna run it. It's Bray. Got enough for the first down. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Utah! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Off play action. And they're not on the same page there.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Snagged in the middle. It's Gentry. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Mountaineers will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Almost everything is turning it on. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. The Utes want to crank the tempo. They're looking to throw on second and short. On the move, he fires. Working on the right. A big play gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback will keep it. Got the first down and still on his feet. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. They bring him down, but only do they get the turnover. He picked up a chunk of yardage, too. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Utes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying play action. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. The throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Bennett. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Utes in the hurry-up.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running.
Oh, he's got some space. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab. It's Voorhees. Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Utes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Here comes the heat. Powers through the defender. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Shows him the stiff arm. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Catch in the middle, it's hooked. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Under fire. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Utes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Smith wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gives it on the option. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Punt is on its way. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking for room, it's Gray. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. And the Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Bray. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Ward. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. West Virginia. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Voorhees. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Mountaineers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hubbard. There he goes. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Deflected near the end zone. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Sets up the screen. Touchdown, West Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to. But at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way. But the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Extending the play. Slithers into space. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Escapes the pressure to his right. With the catch, it's hooked.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. And that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half.
The Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Here's the handoff. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. And the Utes want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Now adjusting. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Got a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. And the Utes are rolling down the field.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
West Virginia, 21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. But will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Short hands, it's Gentry. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bennett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Utes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Quickly complete. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
And the Utes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
This is is what's so hard as a defense, trying to stop this dual threat quarterback. Because in the previous play, he hurt you with his arm. And then on this one, he hurt.
Touchdown, Utes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Punts it out of the air. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Mountaineers have pushed it inside the 20. Rides the back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of a way with their fingernail. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Shakes off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Using his legs, it's Brake. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Utes are flying down the field. They want that clock to run. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. First down, 10 yards to go. Might be changing the route. Lewis wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On on third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
21 on the play. First down for the offense.
Just going to keep it after the snap. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Utes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Fires to the tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Rice came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Houston had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The short hands, it's Ware. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Got a man, it's Hubbard. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking deep. He caught it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
West Virginia, 24.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hills. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on first and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David.